What is going on, buddy?
Hello.
It is Pixie Parties here, and welcome back
God.
to Paranormasight, the Mermaid's Curse.
The Mermaid's Curse.
When we left off, some more details have been unraveled for us. We also got a first ending, the tragedy of Kameshima, as everyone fucking died.
Yeah.
Just everyone died at the end of it.
I was like, whoa, okay, that's...
Motherfucking kikuko.
Yeah.
I should have stuck with my gut since the beginning. But
Kikuko.
now,
More like kill Kuko.
now we have the info, as we are back as the paranormal investigators, the ones with the Paranormasight, if you will, that Sato is towards the end of her lifespan and has maybe about 2 days left to live of her 800 years.
I don't know why it's like towards the end of her life, it makes me think of like an animal.
Oh my god.
It's like, oh, they live to about, 10 to 12 years.
But we've got other leads that we want
If
from
her
her.
readiness to
apparently,
give us directions earlier is anything to go by, she seems to know the island quite well. I just hope she'll be alright.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about all the rest of the stuff that's going on here. Anything you want to say about yourself anymore?
Oh, actually, talking about the Bureau of Hanmyo brought back another memory.
Fascinating.
I'm pretty sure that sounded so smart-assy. Like, fascinating.
I did not mean for it to sound that way, ma'am.
It sounded so dry.
That's just how I sound.
Pretty sure it was an Onmyoji who put me to sleep using some kind of spell to keep me in a state between life and death.
Oh.
Oh, so you failed your constitution save.
Oh my god.
Really? So someone intentionally put you to sleep under the sea.
Under the sea.
There must have been a good reason for it.
Under the sea. Hatsune Miku.
Oh my god, great start. From what point are your memories clearest, would you say? Well, I guess about 3 months ago when the spell keeping me in that state under the sea wore off. From when you woke up then. I see. I know that look. Did you notice something?
Not exactly. It simply occurred to me that if her state of, shall we say, suspended animation was lifted while she was in the sea depths, would she not have drowned and resurrected several times over?
Oh, yeah, I did. Jeez.
Boy.
It was hell. I woke up under the sea, unable to breathe, drowned, and came back over and over again. Oh my god.
I also nailed that one.
That is... Ooh.
Like,
Also, hey, look where we are.
Yeah.
This cave.
Oh, yeah. A cave.
It was... God. It was horrible, and I still remember it. Every last second. Jeez. I'm sorry you had to go through that. The instant I came back, I'd swim as hard as I could, trying to reach the surface. But even so, I think it took me about 3 days to reach the shore. God. Lost count of how many times I died down there. No wonder she was so fucked up when she got back.
Yeah.
And finally, I came into Kamishima Bay. Mr. Wakamura found me and took me in. And I've been living here peacefully ever since. No one's even suspected I'm immortal. You're sure about that, are you? No one else knows? Huh? Yeah, I mean, I think so. Anyhow, I guess that settles the issue of how far back your memories go.
All right. Anything more on you?
If your lifespan is nearly at an end, that must mean you consumed the flesh of a mermaid exactly 800 years ago. Of course, you already knew that, didn't you? Not that you've been forthcoming about it. Sorry, I... Don't apologize, that just proves you know how to hold your tongue. A valuable skill when you've got a secret to keep. Mind you, this fact does put matters in a new light. Say, Sato, what events took place 800 years ago?
let's see, 8 centuries ago from the present day. That would place us midway through the 1180s, when the Heian period was coming to an end. Right around when the Genpei War took place. Duh, of course, the heike.
Exactly. Don't you think there might be a connection?
Oh boy. God, there's so many things we've got here to go through today.
God, you want to talk about human encyclopedia? What? Like,
yeah.
She used him as like a fucking Google search engine there for a second. By the way, you wouldn't happen to be concealing anything else, would you? Huh? No, it's fine. I'll not pry. Just so long as you answer my questions.
Yes. And hey, we finally got a check mark. Holy
Let's go.
shit. But about a reason for visiting, huh?
But first, before I forget. Yes? Keep our meeting today a secret, and don't let on to anyone that you know about the Curse of the Raging Waves. Okay. People will get suspicious otherwise. Even if Wakamura tells you about it, be sure to act surprised. That explains that, yeah. I figure that shouldn't be too difficult for you. You're an experienced secret keeper, after all. I don't know about that, but I'll do my best. Maybe we should have insisted that we still didn't know, instead of being like, alright, I'll try, when he said to lift the curse.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But, 800-year-old.
By the way, I was wondering, how did you know I was an 800-year immortal? Oh, that. These eyes of mine have what you might call a special ability. A special ability? If I look hard enough at someone, I can tell whether they're an ordinary human or an immortal. It's like you have a different colored aura about you. Really? Not only that, but it turns out with a bit of focus, even immortals can tell each other apart. Wait, I feel like that should be Sato?
Or yeah, I think so. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a correct tag on the name there.
Yeah. Is that so? Oh, I just meant you look the same as anyone else to me. I'm not an immortal myself, you know.
Lies. Okay.
Really? I thought for sure you must be, since you seem to know so much about all this.
Maybe your husband's immortal?
Oh.
Alright.
I'm not an immortal myself, you know. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh, okay, I guess we need other stuff before we go back to that. Let's talk about the Curse of the Raging Waves.
Right now we're looking for a way to lift the Curse of the Raging Waves. But that's Soto's area of expertise, so I'll leave the explanation to him.
I can talk now, right.
Finally.
This concerns a legend passed down in my family, the Kiryu clan, over generations. I should mention this is something I've pieced together from various sources, so it may not be entirely accurate.
Right.
Long ago, south of Tameshima, there was an island called Taishima. It is said that 400 years ago it was beset by an earthquake and a tsunami in an event so catastrophic that the island sunk into the seafloor.
Taishima.
However, the truth of the matter is that it was invaded and laid waste to. Then, in the aftermath, the islanders' intense hatred coalesced into the Curse of the Raging Waves, which manifested as a tremendous storm.
I see. 400 years ago, so this would have been toward the end of the Sengoku period, correct?
Yes, ma'am. The Honoji incident, in which Oda Nobunaga ended his life...
You almost said Nobunga.
I did. Took place in 1582, if you'll recall. Following this event, one of my ancestors, an accomplished onmyoji by the name of Harakage Tsuchimikado,
there you go,
sacrificed a young woman, one of the survivors of Taishima, in order to seal away the source of the Curse of the Raging Waves.
An onmyoji? Harukage Tsuchimikado. Wouldn't that make your ancestor a direct descendant of Abe no Seimei? Sounds to me like you share a bloodline with the onmyoji elite.
Yes and no. While Harakage's powers were potent, he was never affiliated with the Bureau of Onmyo. In fact, he shunned his illustrious surname early on and left the government's service, preferring to uphold peace as a civilian.
So he was an eccentric and an elite. Gotcha.
Harukage's seal was not permanent, however. It would only endure for 4 centuries.
Wait, you mean... Yeah, this was the last year of peace. Actually, the seal's already broken. Isn't that really bad?
For now, the curse appears to be inert, but the storm could strike at any moment.
Okay, so you need to find a way to seal the curse again, is that it? Not seal it, break it. We're here to put an end to this curse for good. Shouldn't be too difficult. It's bound to have weakened a bit after 400 years.
Indeed, that seems to have been Harukage's plan, for legends tells that he left behind instructions detailing how the curse could be lifted after 400 years had elapsed. However, the map that would have led us to these instructions has been lost.
Oh no.
It seems they were once concealed inside the model of a mummified mermaid. Yet over time, this fact was forgotten, and at some point in my family history, the object in question was sold to a foreign buyer. That finally explains the thing I was so confused of how exactly Avi got his hands on that there, so makes sense.
Great-grandma, I think he said?
Yeah, something like that.
Bought it. But if you don't have the map, then what are you gonna do?
Well, we were hoping to find some clues to the map's whereabouts here on Kamishima.
But we've had no luck so far, and I reckon we've hit a dead end. I see.
Alright. More about the waves!
Now, there's something I'd like you to try and remember for me. Me? But... humor me. Doesn't the story behind the curse of the raging waves ring any bells? Why should it? Oh my god, girl.
The girl is sacrificed in order to seal the... okay, so that is... The girl who was sacrificed in order to seal away the curse of the raging waves 4 centuries ago. Might that not have been you, Sato Shiranami?
Well, what?
You have said yourself that it was an Onmyoji who put you in that state of deep slumber on the seafloor. Does it not seem highly probable that you were the sacrifice who has held back the curse for the past 400 years?
Oh man, I... Scream. You're right, that was me. I knew it. I'm sorry, I can't, no more. I can't do this anymore. What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourself. She's just, whoa, she's having a straight up breakdown. Okay.
I mean, she may have just remembered her sacrifice.
Yeah. Is it that painful to remember? We didn't come here to ask you to sacrifice yourself again if that's what you're worried about.
All those years under the sea can't have been easy on her, you know. She wasn't really asleep. Her brain would still have been active.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Moreover, there's a limit to how many memories the human brain can hold. I would estimate the maximum capacity to be about 100 years worth.
Are you saying she remembers being in that state under the sea?
In a sense. I presume her memory is filled with stretches of utter darkness, her view of the sea depths. Any memories from before that time have likely been pushed deep into her subconscious.
And maybe they're not gone for good. There's a chance she'll remember more. We just need to find the right trigger. Like the mirror! The bronze mirror!
Yeah?
Sorry, I didn't mean to freak out on you like that. Took me a sec to get over the shock. Well, seems my theory about you being the sacrifice was right on the money. But it doesn't look like you'll be able to tell us too much about the past after all. Guess not. Wish it could have been more help.
Okay. I want a little bit more. I have some things going in my head, but I'll let more stuff play out so we can see what's going on here.
But, does this mean the seal broke because I woke up?
We cannot be certain of that. Perhaps it was the other way around. The seal may have broken of its own accord, releasing you from your slumber.
Either way, it's not your fault. Don't you go blaming yourself for any of this. Still, if I hadn't... Listen, your sacrifice kept the curse at bay for 4 whole centuries. That's half of your extended lifespan. No one could ask more of you than that. The rest is up to Sato, isn't that right?
Yes, but I'm counting on your help as well, ma'am.
Sato's hair's kind of like yours right now.
Yeah.
So, any chance you've remembered something about the curse of the raging waves? Did that Onmyoji Harukage Tsuchimikado happen to tell you how it could be lifted? I'm sorry. All that's come back to me is the fact that I was sacrificed. I don't remember the Onmyoji at all. What kind of person he was, or anything. The most I can remember is that I think he said something about the curse being lifted after 400 years. That's all, huh? Well, be sure to let us know if you remember anything else that could help us break the curse. I will.
Alright, and now history lesson time, I feel.
Alright, next question. You wouldn't happen to know much about the heike, would you? The heike? Why do you ask? I'm sorry, why do you exist?
Why do you exist? Right.
This actually pertains to one of the other cases we're working on, but yeah, the samurai stuff.
Yeah.
We've got reason to believe that someone out there is using the curse of the heike to commit murder. The curse of the heike? Did you hear about those skeletal remains that turned up near here? It was all over the news. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I watch TV all the time.
Well, we suspect the curse of the heike may be involved.
And seeing as you were alive 800 years ago, I was hoping you might know something about the heike that could help us. If we are right in thinking that you had ties to the Bureau of Onmyo, the timing matches up perfectly. I might have known once, but nothing's coming to me at the moment. Really? Shoot.
On that note, I too have noticed a potential correlation. There is a legend that tells how Taira no Tatamori was presented with the flesh of a mermaid at Betsuho. Perhaps that was the flesh Sato consumed to gain her immortality?
Actually, I'm pretty familiar with that legend myself. And those so-called mermaids that were caught at Betsuho definitely weren't the kind that could make anyone immortal.
Oh, is that so?
But if you ask me, Sato here couldn't have become immortal by eating mermaid flesh. Without the use of a relic called the Tamete Bako. Now, does that ring any bells? Huh? Wait, mermaid flesh in the Tamete Bako? Oh, have you remembered something? Yes, that's it. It was one of the heike.
Oh?
So, is that why it was empty?
Well, let's see what's going on here.
A man wearing a suit of armor. We were on a boat. And he had the Tamete Bako. There was mermaid flesh inside it. He wanted me to eat some of it.
A warrior in armor. Could it be?
So, sounds like you had ties to the heike as well. And this man, he was the one who made you eat mermaid flesh? Yes, I remember now. What was his name? Do you remember that too? I think it was Tomo something? Tomo Shige? That's it. The man's name was Taira no Tomoshige. Taira no Tomoshige?
That was the name of one of the Taira no Yorimori's sons. And Yorimori himself was the son of Tatamori's official wife.
So you're telling me that Tatamori's grandson forced Sato to eat mermaid flesh? What do we know about this Taira no Tomoshige anyway?
Not much aside from the fact that he was part of the clan's main lineage. History has not seen fit to record his deeds, whatever they may have been.
Well, he may not have been one of the clan's famous warriors, but to think, you actually knew one of the heike. You mentioned you were in a boat. Do you recall anything else? I think we were being chased?
I do not wonder at that. At the end of the Heian period, the heike were being pursued by the full might of the Genji's forces.
I was struck by an arrow and I fell into the sea and drowned. Damn. But by that time I'd already become immortal. Later I must have resurrected and washed up somewhere along the coast, and I guess that's how I escaped. What about Tomoshige? Did he eat some of the mermaid flesh too? I'm not sure. I don't remember that part, but I don't think I encountered him again after that. You think that's who was on the phone?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you'll remember, ma'am, that curse echo I witnessed earlier held the famed blade, Nukimaru. Perhaps Tomoshige inherited the blade from Yorimori and wielded it with the intent to avenge his clan. After all, future generations would surely have held a memorial service for a warrior of renown like Yorimori, setting his spirit to rest. Tomoshige, on the other hand, is unlikely to have received the same treatment. If so, his hatred may have persisted long after his death.
Because if he is the curse, like how that one mermaid became the other curse, then that couldn't have been him on the phone, because he's dead.
I guess wasn't creating the curse of the heike is a distinct possibility. It's just the fact that of someone that used to essentially have romantic feelings for her in some sense way back when and knew of her. This is the only figure that makes sense. It's a distinct possibility.
Yeah. His curse sounds terrifying. I have to say, I wasn't expecting a connection here. You know, Sato, it's starting to sound like you're involved in all the incidents that have gone down in these parts over the centuries. Not by choice.
Damn, leave our girl alone.
Yeah.
More about the heike.
Anyway, I get the feeling this Taira no Tomoshige wasn't a very nice guy. And this curse of his sounds even nastier. Could it really still be active after all this time? It certainly looks that way. The heike's resentment is awfully persistent, I hear. You don't think he could have held a grudge against me, do you? Who knows? That would depend on your relationship with him back then. Oh, man.
However, it appears someone is actively wielding the curse of the heike at present. Heike. Therefore, the targets of the curse would be decided by this individual, whoever they may be.
Another unknown, huh?
Hey.
Okay.
It's officially there. Curse of Tomoshige. That's the official name for it appears to be, is the...
Yeah.
The Curse of Tomoshige, a curse born from Taira no Tomoshige's feelings of malice and resentment that lingered after the fall of the Taira clan. It kills an individual who meets the conditions by cleaving them into, quite frankly. All right.
Yeah, I don't think that could be him on the phone. Then.
I mean, it's someone that's tied to her in a very intimate sense.
Yeah, but like, who? Unless that curse was just from his hatred and not from like his death himself.
Possible.
Considering how they're like, oh, the hatred and stuff's really strong, so like
we'll see.
Yeah. Figuring out the origin of the curse is all well and good, but it doesn't help us solve the case. We need to track down the person who's actually using it, or it'll keep happening.
Indeed.
Hope you find them soon. About that.
Anything last about your immortality?
Oh, there's something else I'd like to ask you. Be my guest. How exactly do you deal with 800-year immortals? You sure you want to know? Huh? Since it's not going to happen to you, there's no reason for you to think about it. I thought it would be something like taking away their immortality. Unfortunately, that's downright impossible. Because your original body is long gone, you know. But then, what else can you do? You tell her, Sato.
Must I always be the one to handle these unpleasant topics? Besides, I see no point in explaining something that she is already painfully familiar with.
Oh, probably just killing them over and over and over again.
Just a suspension of pain and suffering. I don't know. Well, let's see.
What do you mean?
Among the arts we psychics wield is a spell that can place even an immortal into a state of apparent death. Once that is done, they can simply be sealed in an underground vault for the rest of their days.
But wait, you mean it's the same thing that happened to me?
Essentially, yes, except that in your case, it was for the purpose of making you a sacrifice. And you woke up before your lifespan came to an end.
Yikes. So that would have been like that, but for the full 800 years.
Yeah.
Jesus. Mind you, neither I nor Sato have ever actually done this to anyone. though I did hear a rumor that someone was dealt with that way a few decades back.
Well,
I wonder if we're supposed to know who that person is. Of course, there have been 800-year immortals who sought ways to become mortal again in the past. But they all failed. Even if they managed to track down the mermaid who gave them their immortality, it was no good. That's why more than a few immortals have ended up living out their long lives in religious seclusion. Yep. Speaking of immortals, there's something else I had to ask you. Yes? Now, I'm not certain about this, but I get the feeling that there's another 800-year immortal on Kamishima right now. What?
Mm-hmm.
Any idea who it might be? No, I don't have a clue. Are you sure about that? Because if there is another immortal here, I'll find them eventually, you know. Even if I have to scour the island from end to end. Does that change your answer? No, I really don't know who it could be. Alright, if you say so. Guess this means I'll have to search the island after all. As if I didn't have enough to deal with. Damn, that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Walk around the entire island looking at everyone.
Who's red?
God, yeah, everyone line up.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that about covers everything. We've talked your ear off long enough. It must be confusing, all this talk of the past. We'll not trouble you any further. Right. Thank you. Still, give it a bit of time and something else might come back to you. If it does, please let us know. We'll be visiting the island again real soon, so you should have a chance.
If you're not all dead.
Yeah. Will do. I'll be going then. Here's my contact information. So, now what?
She's given us much to ponder. To think we'd encounter a living witness. I'd never have dreamt it possible.
Sure, it was fascinating, but I can't say it did us much good as far as our investigation is concerned. Besides, she's still hiding something, that one.
You think so, ma'am?
I do. In fact, I'd bet on it. She might even be up to something. But our primary objective here is to lift the curse of the raging waves. We don't need to start digging into anything else without good reason.
On that note, do you really intend to search the island for this other 800-year immortal?
Yeah, I figure we might as well look into that too while we're here.
Understood.
God damn it.
So there is another... Oh! Hi!
What are you... Huh?
I was gonna talk for a second.
I don't think he's ever shown up in the story itself before, has he?
Well, I mean, definitely not in this game.
He's the other 800-year immortal.
Because,
Maybe, I don't know.
the timing of the Curse of the Raging Waves, I feel, is almost too perfect, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
The fact that when the Raging Waves is being unleashed is essentially at the same time that Sato's immortality ends and she dies. And I feel like that's almost too convenient for that to not secretly be a connection. And I feel like the curse may have been sealed away inside of Sato in some way. Perhaps the mummy that has the map inside of it is kind of a hint towards the fact that maybe the curse was actually that's... She can recover her injuries immediately. If there was a curse stone of the Raging Waves, they could have cut her open, put it inside her so it would seal inside her body, and then they threw her in the ocean and locked her away and were like, in 400 years, this won't work anymore. Someone has to deal with this.
That's a wild theory.
Just so wild it might work because it times too perfectly. The storm comes back as she awakens under the sea from that slumber, and she's stuck down there escaping. And now immediately when she's going to die is when the curse completely, releases
I feel
itself.
like she would feel that.
I don't know. If you
that would give massive complications.
But if all the memories that you really have are since that would have happened and already been inside you, you wouldn't know it's abnormal.
No, you would feel that shit.
I'm just.
If there was something inside you, like a foreign object that is pretty decently sized, like the palm of a hand, you would feel that. You'd be in constant pain, coughing up blood.
I'm just saying.
That's a stretch.
Also, I was remembering the fact that even though Yuza died, we never got an answer or understanding as to why he knew a specific time frame as well when he went out to go ama diving. Because when he went out, we were think about it, it was like, I only have 2 days left to get this done. Why does he have a specific time frame if he doesn't know anything about what's going on? And we never got an answer for that.
What if he's the other immortal? What if he's actually not dead?
I mean, I was thinking it. I don't know if they stayed by his body or walked away, so we don't know that.
Well, they had to run away because Tsukasa was like, "What about Yuza?" And then Sato was like, "We have to go."
Yeah. But my apologies for the interruption, but there's an important matter I wish to discuss with you.
What is that?
Now that I believe you've just been privy to quite the interesting development. As Yumiko Shiki would tell it, Sato Shiranami is not only the entered immortal here on Kameshima. And so I would pose you a question. There's indeed one more individual on Kameshima who has made the miraculous return from the dead. You have borne witness to the death and revival of this individual a total of 3 times.
What? Whoa. We've borne witness to the death and revival of this individual a total of 3 times.
It is Yuza. Because
the first time was in the ocean.
The first time was in the ocean when in the disaster 5 years ago. The second time was when the ghost grabbed us in the intro.
Uh-huh.
And the third time was when he got his head cut off.
Oh shit. I
It's
was
fucking
right.
Yuza.
I was right.
And in the name
I was right.
I'm throwing it out there.
Evan, I was right.
Like I said, I was there for it. Because we didn't see what happened.
I was right.
He's one of the few
caps.
I don't think the caps matters.
Who is this Yuza? Okay.
Motherfucker.
I was right.
Yes, it's Yuza Minakuchi. To think you got it in one go. You're quite the observant one. Thank you.
I thought.
Every time Yuza ran out of oxygen while diving, he suffocated death in the ocean depths.
Oh shit! Wait, you're right.
However, following his demise, he returned to life and was able to continue where he had left off. It would only be highly unusual for someone to reach a diver rank of 6 on their first outing. Such a feat would be difficult indeed unless one was unburdened by the fear of failure or the fear of death. It was this knowledge of his own immortality that led to him displaying such an uncanny degree of confidence.
No, we've witnessed the death and revival. That means you suffocated to death 3 times.
There was the one time that I kind of was forced lost in the intro. Remember where it really late introduces the oxygen thing? It's like, when it's ready, gotta go, and we died on that one.
Yeah.
That was one. The second one was when the thing grabbed us and it did the opening credits. And then watching him get sliced.
Okay. I thought it was a counter of how many times you ran out of oxygen in the beginning.
There was only 2 that I ever recall of.
Okay.
So, as you may have suspected, Yuza Minakuchi became an immortal 5 years ago when he was saved by a mermaid. In truth, help arrived too late that fateful day, and it became the first time he lost his life. I wonder what light this new information will cast on events going forward. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale.
I'm so mad I didn't say something when it was first said, when Yumiko first said that there's another one on this island. My first thought that came to my head was Yuza, and I wish I said something, but I was so focused on voice acting. I'm so mad.
It's okay, we both had the same thought because we were waiting and locked in, because he's really the only other one that makes sense, because Kikuko would have had signs of it. I think that's a red herring for some that may believe that, given the situation, the blood on the ground and whatnot. But don't be mad.
I should have said something. Now everyone's like, no, you didn't call it.
Nah, I believe you.
Thank you.
Yuza heads out with Azami to go diving before he suddenly mentions something he must do. Before returning to the island, the pair go to a certain location at sea. Alright, now I really want to see more of what's going on with you before you get on my shit list, and I believe that you're a suspect for this.
I wonder if he's trying to find the box.
So...
You know, the iron box?
yeah. What's this important thing you have to do, Yuza? Sounds like it must be a pretty big deal. It is. I just hope you'll believe me. Listen, and don't fly off the handle. Oh my god. Please forgive the interruption. I have an important announcement to make. The moment you have been waiting for has arrived. Everything is ready for you to proceed. On August 7th, upon returning to Kamishima after his dive, Yuza Minakuchi embarks on the fight of a lifetime. For unbeknownst to him, at this precise moment in time, a slew of predicaments would await him everywhere he turned. As for this really important thing he has to do, that is of course preventing the tragedy of Kamishima from coming to pass. The advent of the 400-year-old curse of the raging waves draws nearer Kamishima with every passing moment. Even so,
the music.
Do try to remember that Yuza's true aims are to locate a mermaid and uncover the truth about his mother. Will Yuza Minakuchi succeed in overcoming these challenges and fulfilling his objective, you ask? That is entirely up to you, and the actions you choose to take from this moment forth. Thus concludes the announcement, the announcement of my announcement. I wish you good fortune.
Thanks. So yeah, he's very recently an immortal.
Yeah.
Compared to Sato.
And I also think that we are a mermaid that is coming forth right now, because it was because he was like, it's time for you to act, or whatever, however he was saying it there. But what you think Kikuko is plotting to work a curse that'll cause a massacre on the island? Yes, you might find it hard to believe, but I'm sure about this. You're gonna have to give me a second to take this in. This is way heavier than I was expecting. I mean, a curse? I know I told you all about the Tomokazuki and all, but how did you even find out about this? Have you got any proof? Well, I saw the future with my own two eyes, but I'm afraid I don't have any proof I can show you right now. You saw the future. If this is some kind of prank, you better cut it out right now. Seriously, this shit isn't funny. If you're just fooling around, I don't know if we can be friends anymore. Do you think it's easy for me to call someone I'm on friendly terms with a murderer? I couldn't say something like this unless I was dead certain. I need you to trust me on this, Azami, before it's too late. Oh man, you're not making this easy, Yuza. I just can't. I mean... No, I understand. I won't ask you to believe me until I can present you with solid proof. Until then, I still need your help. I can't just sit back and let this happen. Okay, I won't try to stop you, but I'm not doing anything drastic until I'm sure we're doing the right thing.
That's fair.
That's all I needed to hear. Thanks, Azami.
He's like, I'm not gonna help you kill anyone unless I know it's to save the world.
But for real, what's gotten into you, Yuza? What do you mean? I know you're headstrong and all, but this is way beyond what I expect from you.
Damn.
It's like you're a totally different person. Well, you don't get... Come on, you're exaggerating. I'm the same old Yuza I've always been.
I've just regained memories. Huh? What are you two doing here?
No, my controller's being funky. Stop dying on me.
Ah! And what's with that getup, Yuza? Don't tell me you've been diving.
Kikuko, do you have a minute? I heard you were heading out to the northern shore to fish in the bay today, so I came to find you.
Where'd you hear that? I only just decided that this morning. I didn't even tell anyone.
Oh boy. We're on the northern side of Kamishima. How many people come here to fish? I'm looking for stickers. Don't mind me. No, I can't. Oh, sticker.
Oh,
Sticker.
lore.
No, not that. Stop bobbing.
There we go. Oh my
God. Look
god.
at you. You little beaut. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
Maverick Manny.
Oh my god. Okay. How you hanging in there, buddy? I can tell Azami is trying to believe in me. That's a good start, at least. Yuza, you sure about this? Just so we're clear, I'm leaving to talking to you. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Nice boat. Alright. Kiko's looking at us suspiciously. But I guess it's to be expected. We surprised her here alone after all.
Well, what's this all about? If you just want to talk, I can wait. You can wait until after I'm done fishing. Typing.
Wait, why don't you want? I guess I'll think.
Yeah.
Right. This is where it all begins. This is my chance. I have to find a way to change the future. But I don't have any evidence, and I doubt I can just talk Kikuko out of this.
This is Last Defense Academy.
You don't do something like that on a whim. Whatever her motives are, they must be powerful. Even if I somehow manage to get her curse stone, there is still the risk that whatever destructive impulse has a hold on her would drive her to make the tragedy happen in some other way. That's why my best bet for containing the situation is to try and distract her. I'm going to change the future one step at a time.
How does he know the future, though?
I was thinking that. I may have a thought on that.
Okay.
Obviously an obscure thought, but they like to put little tiny details, things that are sometimes obscure. Remember how the first game was, but there's no rush after all. Since we came here, instead of heading back to the port, things are already different. You chat. Diving. We'll focus on diving first.
So, were you really off diving? Sure you should be doing that. If Chie finds out, she'll give you an earful, no doubt about it.
Don't I know it? Seems everyone thinks I bring this island bad luck just by being here. Yuza.
No.
Yeah, that's you.
I get distracted by you using that tone. It was like, it was... Well, sure, some folks might say that, but it's not as if you've done anything to deserve that kind of talk. That was supposed to be like a sympathetic Yuza.
I realized that afterwards, but...
I don't see a problem with you becoming an Ama diver myself.
I appreciate that.
Just today, plenty of folks told me not to go diving because a storm's on its way.
Storm's coming.
I can see the clouds, but when they don't talk sense, I just ignore them, and so should you.
I've been wondering, are you unhappy here on the island, Kikuko?
What makes you think that?
I don't know, I just get the feeling you're not planning to stay here as an Ama diver forever.
What is he holding?
I think it's probably a face mask for when he dives, because you can't just go down as is, so that's probably what he's holding.
You normally play the fool, but turns out you're pretty sharp, Yuza. Truth is, I can't help thinking of the future. When I think about the future...
God damn it.
You can earn a decent living as an Ama diver if you know what you're doing, but all these old rules and customs tend to get in the way. I've been trying to change them here and there, but it's no good. Everyone's too stubborn to listen.
I see. No luck, huh?
Mark my words, nothing's ever going to change around here, just between you and me. As much as I love being surrounded by nature on this island, the culture here just isn't for me.
So that's how you feel.
Honestly, I'm about ready to break ties with this place. Not that anyone else needs to know that. Don't go spreading it around now.
Diving.
Frankly, I had no idea you were so interested in diving, Yuza.
Okay, how about mirrors?
Uh-huh.
You've been passing Kamishimari hand mirrors around to everyone, right?
Yeah, I have. Sounds like someone keeps their ear to the ground.
So, how many have you given out? Who's got one already?
I don't know. I haven't kept track or anything. But if I had to guess, I'd reckon it'd be about 20 or so. Why though? You want one too? If so, I'll get one to you later.
Oh, no thanks. Don't worry about it.
Hmm?
It's like, that's fishy. Speaking of fishy, I have an idea of something going on when it comes to why he's having memories of futures and stuff going on. I don't have a direct answer on why he's getting memories of that because it's a little funky bit of clairvoyance that answer I'm not fully sure on, but I wonder if no one knows this, but maybe, just maybe, but then I went, well, no, it's the, because I remember I went back recently and looked at like towards the ending of the first Paranormasight, and the whole fact that like the canon thing going around was that it was like a fucking spirit that was essentially taking over control of bodies throughout all of the branches that were there, so the player was always the consciousness of someone else.
What?
In the first game, that was the thing. It was one of the big... It took us a while to fucking... It was like 10 minutes of us trying to brainstorm a singular answer to it. But
I don't remember that. How long ago did we play this?
It was like 2.5 years ago.
Oh, that's why.
But I wonder if someone eats the flesh of a mermaid, that the mermaid can take control, more or less, in a way, of the being that decides to gain immortality that way. And maybe that's why, like, I'm sure the mermaid still exists, but can offer through the vessel of someone that eats their flesh.
And that's why Azami was like, you're acting different.
Yeah, you're not acting like yourself. And Yuzo was like, it just does a creepy little smile there.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not anything that's necessarily at fault, but maybe the mermaid, because mermaids are magical beings, maybe mermaids can see many things like this and wants to try and help the island and not have it suffer like another island did before it. You know, so that's my thought that I have rolling on that. How true it'll end up being, I don't know. But it's the only thought I have right now of how Yuza could have gotten memories like that.
Yeah.
And maybe a way of how the game is playing out in that way. And, you know, maybe that'd be the same for Sato, because if Sato had eaten mermaid flesh, maybe there's another mermaid that was trying to take over that. How that works for the other ones, I don't know. We know that, oh god, no, I don't want to do that. We know that Avi has a real interest in eating mermaid flesh at some point. But then we don't understand what that means about our investigator. But she does magically have, actually, can we just talk about that? Her eyes are specifically to find immortals. That's what it actually is
and
the whole
stickers.
time. And stickers, because stickers
are immortal.
But like, we actually didn't get to talk about that a little bit. Is that I was always like, oh, maybe it finds magic or something, but finds motherfucking immortals is what it is.
Yeah, and?
That's just so specific of a power.
It all depends on her lineage, I guess.
And what if her lineage ties to mermaids?
Okay.
They all have ties to mermaids, and there's individual mermaids that are taking over control of their bodies.
Why'd your voice change?
Because I'm turning into the narrator for that one. But that's my thought, my theory, my game theory. Thanks for watching. But I think...
Yeah, I think it was like before it showed those two on the boat, and the storyteller was like, through the cave or underwater.
Yeah.
And he's like, basically, get out there, champ.
Yeah, pretty much. That was the way that I was seeing it too.
It's like put me in, coach type of situation. And then
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? We'll see how true any of that is. We'll see if there's anything to make those theories float. Next time.
see if any of them hold some water.
There it is. Or if they're gonna sink.
Okay, that was, you already said float, so that was kind of...
I know, that was kind of dumb. Sorry, I apologize, everyone.
That was